Hi Virgo, this is Tarot Queen Jamila here to do your twin flame lovers reading for January 2018. So welcome to the channel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and if you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. And thank you so much for watching. So disclaimer, this reading may or may not resonate for all of you Virgos. You can either go and look at your rising sign or you can get a private reading, okay? So we're going to be looking at your twin flame relationship, what you're working on in and out of the relationship, and just where the relationship could end up. So I am going to call to the spirit guides for the Virgos. Okay, how ready is Virgo for their twin flame relationship? All right, and what is Virgo's soul purpose? Virgo's twin flames, soul's purpose. Okay, what is a karmic issue or a challenge for the Virgo, and a karmic issue and a challenge for the twin flame? For Virgo's twin flame, how is Virgo already connected to their twin flame? Okay, divine guidance about the synchronicities that will bring them together, and outcome. Okay, what is most likely the outcome of Virgo serving together with their twin flame in this incarnation? All right, I have your answer. All right, so the first card that comes up as far as are you ready for your twin flame connection? And I feel as though the world card is representing yes and no. I feel as though the world card represents somebody's getting closure. So there's some kind of cycle that is completing. There may be, maybe an end to another relationship or a previous relationship. Also, I feel as though with the world card coming up that there could be some distance as far as location difficulties. So they may be somebody, Virgo, that you met online possibly. I mean, it could be somebody that you started talking to long distance. So I feel as though the world card could represent maybe possibly some kind of distance between the two of you. Okay, whether or not it's physically or metaphorically. Now, right now, Virgo's soul purpose is the King of Swords. So Virgos are, having a challenge with as far as Virgo is right now sort of in their head about the whole relationship. They're sort of thinking a whole lot, trying to get clarity, trying to figure it out, trying to make sure that they're making the right decision. And I don't know, let me ask spirits what advice or just give me some clarity from this King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Cups. So I feel like right now Virgos are sort of struggling with what they think versus how they feel right now. Virgo is definitely trying to balance out. They probably possibly think about the relationship all the time. If you've met, Virgo is possibly thinking about it a lot, does have a lot of feelings about the situation, but I feel as though there's some things that are being balanced. I feel like Virgo's third eye is possibly being balanced, and then also just their, with matters of the heart, as far as with the King of Cups, they're working on their emotional self, and then also they're working on their more logical self. Okay, final advice for the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So I feel like King of Swords, these could represent people that are manifested in Virgo's life. either one of these, but I'm just going to throw an advice card as far as the King of Swords and the King of Cups, because it could represent, you know, aspects of the Virgo. Okay. Yep. Oh, the Prince of Cups comes up. So there's three people that showed up in this reading. I feel like the Prince of Cups is representing communication as far as making an offer. I feel as though there's possible, definitely feeling like there's some water energy in this reading. I feel like Virgos, a lot of you could have a water sign that's a twin flame. Um, could also be an air sign. Feel like the Prince of Cups coming up is representing communication. Okay, so maybe Virgo is trying to more so, you know, establish themselves emotionally before they actually accept or make an offer. I feel like also Virgos are having a hard time saying what they, you know, what they actually feel. So I feel as though they're trying to clarify that. I feel like it's just that they're sort of not sure at this point. Okay. Now, your twin flame soul purpose, Virgo, is the Five of Swords. So they've got either some inner conflicts within the relationship, or they have conflicts around them. There may be some conflicts going on within your twin flame's life that they're trying to resolve. Spirit, give me some clarity on the Five of Swords, please. Oh, yeah, the Moon card. They may be having some issues with their mother. They may be having some issues with being afraid of the relationship. Definitely can see that you guys are both sort of going through the same thing here, but you know, because you see the you see the air sign card comes up for the Virgo, as well as Virgo twin flame, and then the water sign comes up. So I feel as though there's definitely synchronicity between the two. Definitely feel like there's some sort of telepathy that's going on between the two of you. Possibly you're doing a lot of communication, a lot of communicating without even needing to speak words to each other. But I do feel as though the Moon card is representing some kind of treachery, some kind of conflict that your twin flame is under right now. Some kind of attack. Could be psychic attack. Spirit, give me some final advice for the Virgo twin flame on this Five of Swords and the Moon card. Okay, yeah, the Eight of Wands. So I feel as though the Eight of Wands is representing your twin flame trying to work on, you know, not making hasty decisions, okay? Not, you know, making moves before they actually judge. But I also do feel as though with the Five of Swords and the Moon card that your lover, Virgo, could be dealing with some fears around the relationship, and they could be thinking about walking away from the relationship, like moving on with their life. They may be feeling right now that it's just too difficult. Okay, so that may be something that you could be picking up on also. A karmic issue or a challenge is the Wheel of Fortune for the Virgo. So I feel like right now, at least Virgos are going through a lot of changes. Also, it does represent fate and destiny. Feel as though it's anticipation on what's going to happen next. And I feel like Virgos are just kind of, you know, they're not real sure as far as what the future could hold for the relationship. Now, a karmic issue or a challenge that your twin flame is going through is the Queen of Swords. And I feel like the Queen of Swords is representing a person. Okay, it could be your twin flame. They could be an air sign person. I feel like you're either dealing with an air sign or a water sign, definitely, as far as your twin flame. Queen of Swords could also represent, okay, Queen of Swords is a challenge, though, within your twin flame. Let me find out what this is about. Spirit, give me some clarity on what this is about. Okay, the Ace of Cups. So they may be trying to heal from a bad situation in the past. They're trying to heal and, you know, sort of have a new beginning. I feel like there's possibly this air sign could be somebody that is in their past. It's a possibility. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. So no matter what zodiac sign they are, your twin flame is, I feel as though they're trying to get over like some bitter things that happened to them in their past, Virgo. But I feel like the Ace of Cups coming up shows that the issue is going to be resolved. I feel as though it's going to be resolved. Um, okay, and I feel like it could be resolved even, you know, could be resolved definitely. I'll look at the timing. How you are already connected is the Six of Pentacles, Virgo. So I feel as though how you recognize the connection, or, you know, feel as though it's a relationship where you felt give and take. It was an even exchange of energy. Then also I feel like the Six of Pentacles is representing somebody that wants to be there for the other person. So I feel like the Six of Pentacles represents, you know, your twin flame just being there for you. Okay, whether or not it's financially or with loyalty, with dependability. Okay, so I feel like your twin flame has definitely been dependable. And that's how you sort of, you know, when it clicked for you. Okay, when you realize how dependable they were. And that the energies flowed like it was kind of like give and return. Okay, so that's actually pretty good that your energies is sort of flowing into each other really good. Divine guidance about the synchronicities that will bring you together. You got the Sun card. So I feel as though the Sun card is definitely representing um, possibly going towards the summertime. The Sun card could represent, you know, I feel as though possibly, you know, it's going to be during a time when Virgo is feeling really good. I feel as though it's the Sun card is representing just this light energy around you that's just going to bring you together at the right, at the exact moment that it's supposed to happen. Especially being by this wheel of fortune. So this definitely represents divine timing right here. And I feel like the Sun card could represent summertime. But it also could be when, again, it could be when the moon is in Aries, which Aries is, you know, March, April, could be June, July, or, you know, so anytime over the summer and anytime when there's a fire energy. So it could be during a Leo moon, Leo full moon. It just depends, okay? The Justice card comes up as the outcome. So in terms of being together in this lifetime or in this incarnation, Virgo, I feel like the Justice card represents as long as, feel like there needs to be more balance, however. Feel like the Justice card represents definitely, I feel as though what that Justice card is saying, feel like justice is representing duality and the synchronicities between the two of you. I feel like Justice is a karmic card. I feel like she's definitely saying to you that, you know, you're going to be together in this lifetime. But I feel as though it's going to be when times are a whole lot better. It's not going to be difficult the way that it is now with the difficulty that you're going through. I feel as though I'm sensing a lot of Virgos and their twin flames really feeling as though they got an unfair shake. Feeling like a lot of things are off balance in their life and just unfair. So I feel like the Justice card definitely does represent a powerful spirit guide that is definitely going to bring things into balance. And because I do feel as though there's somebody saying this isn't fair, this isn't fair, you know, why is this happening, you know, with our dynamic. And I feel like with the Justice card, it does represent, you know, definitely law of attraction. Then also your lives are very different. I feel like Justice is representing how your lives are very different. But I do feel as though the spirits are still going to bring you together. Spirit, give me some clarity on this Justice for the Virgos. The High Priestess. So she's definitely saying follow your intuition and the answers are going to come to you is typically what the High Priestess is saying. Also, I feel like either Virgo or Virgo twin flame has you know, sort of been under this heavy false indoctrinated belief system. So, you know, I feel like some falsehoods are going to have to be rectified also. But I feel like High Priestess is specifically saying there's ups and downs right now. There's fluctuations within the energy. And when the time is right, it will come to you, okay? Especially if your twin flame is not really accepting. Also, I feel as though kind of over here, you Virgos may be dealing with a twin flame runner. That's what I was going to say about that. And I feel like the High Priestess is representing the intuition, like into that consciousness type of thing, because the High Priestess is a psychic. The High Priestess does. I feel like she's telling you that the answers are going to come to you. I know that that sounds kind of cryptic, but she's saying the answers are going to come to you. Okay? As far as with, because I do feel like she also represents emotions going up and down too. And you can see that that's exactly what's happening within the dynamic. So anyway, that's going to do it for your reading, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you need a private reading or any other spiritual services, the link to my website is below. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.